different areas, albeit they are a bit more focused on immigration. We are glad to answer those questions. I know we have a lot of employment-based questions that come to us on the air, and we welcome those. And I know before we take calls, I just did have a few announcements that may be key to a lot of people that are waiting these. And this is, let me just go over this quick one, and that is, it is predicted that the government will be resuming premium processing for all H-1B applications, and that is going to happen from October 3rd. Now, the government has still not made the formal announcement, so that is still awaited. So we're not being able to say for sure, but that is what's predicted, and we'll just bring that to you as soon as that happens. This will ease a lot of people who have run out of their 240 days if they had extensions that were pending, or their transfers that they wanted to go through and they were not being able to move to the employer, or if they had any urgent travel coming up and they had to abandon their application and wait for it under regular processing times. So glad to bring that update. Let's hope that it's an official one, and we'll get that as soon as the government announces it.
Perfect. Thank you so much for sharing, Pallavi. And we are going to open all the lines for your questions right now. 972-235-5555, number in the studio. This is Pallavi Ahluwalia from Ahluwalia Law Offices answering all your legal questions right now. All right, you're live on the air. Go ahead and ask your question to Pallavi.
Hello, ma'am. I have a question that about my dad. He's traveling 5th October to India, and he already applied for the N400, like a citizenship application, and the oath was on Monday. So is it okay to postpone the oath? They can reschedule easily, and we mention them we are going India.
No, please do not reschedule that. Please do not, because that will put him into a list that they will only get back at. And if there is an officer who's being very picky, then they can just kind of revert the whole thing and get it back to square one. So my advice to everybody, and that's a good point for you to bring forth, at this point with the N400s and with any green card processing cases as well, please do not reschedule your appointments. Just show up and do what is required. I would suggest...
So, but we have a short time for the India, then how we can get like a passport and the visa and everything?
Yeah, the only thing that I can suggest to you is that at this point, the government is more in the mode to deny cases than they are to approve. So, given that background, I would say avail of the opportunity where he's set up for his oath, which is his final step. And I know this envisions a little bit of a delay in which you'll have to get his US passport and the Indian visa done. But I think from a trader standpoint, that will be better. You know, a lot of people who reschedule their oaths, and then it takes them about a year to even have the government figure out the file. So it's a little bit of an issue here.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, I get you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your call. 972-235-5555, number in the studio. Going on to our next caller. Fanisha Radio, you're live on the air. Go ahead and ask your question, please.
Hi, Pallavi. How are you?
I'm very well. How may I help?
Yes, I had a question regarding my H1. My H1 was filed before, in this year's quota, and I got picked up in the quota, and everything was filed, and they requested the RSC, which was sent. Now I had one question. Just God forbid, if it didn't work out, and if my case denied, then do I have to file for the quota again, or I can just file the H1 with any company next year, or do I have to apply for the quota? That's what my question is.
Yeah, you'll have to. So if your case that was selected in the quota does not get approved, then you don't have that quota number. It reverts back into the quota. It has been the effort of the government to issue a lot of RSCs, and with the hope that the 65,000 that was allowed plus the 20,000 that they would reduce those numbers coming in. And if it is that unfortunately if you were to get denied, then you will have to reapply in the quota next year in April.
Okay. Thank you.
All the best.
All right. Thank you for your call. 972-235-5555. Number in the studio. Going on to our next caller. Financial Radio, you're live on the air. Please go ahead and ask your question.
Hi, thank you for taking my call. I just had a quick question regarding my H1. I have been approved an I-797 and I was planning to apply for an EB2 category green card. And I understand that the first step would be an I-40 approval. So my question was, do you know how long does it take for an I-40 to get approved?
For the I-140, so the first step that precedes the I-140 is the perm application, and preceding that is the recruitment efforts that the company has to undertake to find people with your background and skills. So if the recruitment efforts are unsuccessful, meaning that the company could not find a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident to fit into your job, then it moves towards the perm. Now, the recruitment effort itself takes about 3 to 4 months. It's taking about 3 to 4 months to even just get the prevailing wage request back from the government. The second step would be the perm, which up until now was working at about 4 months to 5 months, and now we're hearing that there may be a slowdown in that. So you can put about 6 months to that phase. So you've got yourself about 9 months currently. The I-140 can be premium processed, and that would take 2 weeks to get an answer. So
Okay.
from that standpoint, you're looking at about, I'd like to say, 9-10 months before you have an I-140 approved.
But I have an I-797 approved, and I am on an H1 job already.
Yeah, that has no bearing. That just is your current parallel non-immigrant status, and has literally nothing to do with what the green card is. It is just one of the things that considers what your status is, but your status will not even be important until the 485 is filed way later, when your priority date gets covered. All right?
So term is when my company is going to be applying for me. However, I'm going for the EB2 category, which is outstanding researcher scientist category, and I'm applying for myself.
Oh no, that's EB2 then. Yeah, that's not EB2. That is EB1. That's
EB1. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So the outstanding researcher scientist is EB1-2 category. Okay, so EB1-2 actually, and then once that is applied, so you will not be doing the perm in that case, because the analysis here on the air we did for EB2, all right, which requires recruitment, and that's not needed for EB1, which is a current category, and once the employer has been able to file the I-140 and get that approved, upon its approval, you'll be able to file a 485, and then your current H-1B status will be merged into the pending 485. However, my advice to you, even if you're doing that, do not give up on the H-1B status. Keep that, continue with that till you get your green card approved, and that's for everyone out there. Keep up your underlying statuses, please.
Thank you so much for your time, man. Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you for your call. 972-235-5555. Number in the studio. This is Your Business Matters with Pallavi Ahluwalia from Ahluwalia Law Offices. AhluwaliaLaw.com is their website, where you can schedule your appointment at frontdesk@ahluwalialaw.com, or you can simply call them at 972-361-0606. Going on to our next caller. Fanisha Radio, you're live on the air. Please go ahead and ask your question.
Yes, please. I am a U.S. citizen and I have a U.S. passport, and I'm going to Pakistan, and I was wondering if there is going to be a problem coming back.
No, there should not be. As a U.S. citizen, you should not have trouble coming back. However, and this was something that I was going to, towards the end of the show, just tell everyone, the federal officials, which is CBP also, are planning on collecting social media information on all immigrants, which includes permanent residents and naturalized citizens. And this is something that's alarming us and the privacy groups that are worried that how this information is going to be used. So they want to check on social media handles. So if you have things on your phone that are concerning, then I would not have those apps on your phone, because that may be asked for when you re-enter the country. That is even if you are a U.S. citizen. So you can expect that inquiry at the port of entry. Besides that, as a U.S. citizen, you should be alright.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you for your call. Going on to our next caller, Fanisha Radio, you're live on the air. Please go ahead and ask your question.
Hello, hi. This is a question for the attorney. My mother is a green card holder. She has had a green card for the past 2 years. I wanted to know, for her to maintain her permanent residency, does she always have to maintain a 180-day status in the country, or can it be any lesser than that?
So we're asking everyone at this point to go over 180 days every year. So every time that you leave the country, don't stay out for 180 days. Be back in the country for under that time, because at the port of entry there is absolute discretion under law that is given to CBP, which is the Custom Border Patrol, and they can at that point just make a decision that if she was out for a while and that goes past the 180 days, that she was not intending to be a permanent resident in this country. So don't hand that discretion out to the CBP, which is written in law, and just have shorter trips abroad and longer stays here. And they will still she gets naturalized. So earlier we could very easily say if parents are here about a few months a year, no issue at all. This has been done over many, many years, and the government has had no problem, but currently that is not the stance. So my suggestion to everybody is that if you are a green card holder, maintain your status by being here for over 180 days, please.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much for your call. All the very best. Moving on to our next caller. Once again, the number in the studio is 972-235-5555. All right. Looks like that call just slipped out our hands. Never mind, you can call us back. Once again, that number is 972-235-5555. Going on to our next caller, Fanisha Radio, you're live on the air. Please go ahead and ask your question.
Good morning, Aluwalia. I applied for my son. I'm US citizen, and I applied for my son as I-130. And it got approved, and now I applied to 260 and I-864. So I'm waiting for the reply from them. It has been 6 weeks I have applied, but do you know how long it takes? So a few things first. Which country are you from, ma'am? India. Okay, got it. And is your son married or unmarried? Unmarried. He's 18. Okay, so you've applied under the F1 category, and the processing date, the priority date for that is December 22nd, 2010. You're a US citizen, you said, correct? Right. Okay. So so you have a child who said who's 18, so he should be an immediate relative. Once the I-130 is approved, the National Visa Center will take about 4 to 6 months within which they should be able to get him in. It could be a little faster. We were seeing about 3 months processing last year, and at this point I would say that it has slid down to about 4 to 5 months at least. After applying to 864, because they will look through those documents. They will be, if there's anything missing or anything needed, they will be coming back to ask you. And if everything was correctly given to them, then they have to put him into a queue for interview and his medicals in the country, in India. Okay. Thank you, Alwali. Appreciate. All the best.
Thank you for your call. Moving on to our next caller, Fanisha Radio, you're live on the air. Please go ahead and ask your question to Pallavi. Fanisha,
hi,
go ahead.
How are you guys? So my question is, I used to be an H1, and after a while I switched to H4 because my wife is also an H1. Both of us have approved I-140s. I was just wondering, if I ever have to go back to H1, do I just get an H1 because I have an approved I-140 from an old employer that's not cancelled, or do I have to go back into like a lottery?
No. There will not be a lottery. Once you've been in the H-1B and you have the I-140 approved under AC-21 principles, you can keep extending it till your priority date gets current. All right. So you can switch to H-1B as long as you can show the USCIS that you have the I-140 that was approved at least for 180 days. And with that, you're good to go.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for your call. For the listeners who are tuning in just now, this is Your Business Matters with Pallavi Ahluwalia from Ahluwalia Law Offices. We do ask you to take an appointment if you want to see her beyond the show or any attorney from a team. So you can take that appointment just by calling at 972-361-0606. Ahluwalialaw.com is their website. Going on to our next caller, Fanisha Radio. You're live on the air. Please go ahead and ask your question.
Hi, thanks for taking my call. My question is, my mother is on green card. So she stayed on green card like almost 3 years. And after getting a green card, she went to India for the first time. So her initial return was around after 6 months. But now there is some reason that she cannot come back. So she wants to postpone her return date after maybe 3-4 more months. So is that an issue, or if it's the first time, it's okay? I'm trying to understand what can be done at this point.
So what I'm trying to understand, sir, is how long has she been outside already?
It will be close to 6 months, and she wants to postpone maybe for the 3 more months.
So it would be more prudent for her to return within those 6 months. But in case that she has any issues that are preventing her from coming back, then she should hang on to the paperwork. Say, for example, there is anything, whether it's some legal issues or there are any medical issues. We hope not, but if just in case, and for her to have that with CBP. Now, on a first-time basis, the government is pretty okay. The government is pretty all right to give this excuse, but we're looking at a new changed CBP, and because of that, we're telling everyone to be cautious about this.
Okay, so mostly it's for a marriage of her daughter, so that's what she wants to postpone.
And if that is the case, then she should have information that pertains to that, whether it is the wedding planning or whatever it is that she is doing, and for her to just have it. And it may be that they do not ask her that question at all if she's just been out for the first time for over the 6 months. But we're just hearing reports of increased scrutiny at all levels, and that's the reason we're giving out the warning for everyone to hate.
Okay, so most likely she should be fine, you're saying, but just keep evidence in case that we can tell that is what your suggestion at this time.
Correct.
Okay, thank you so much.
All the best to you.
Thank you for your call. Moving on to our next caller, Fanisha Radio. You're live on the air. Please go ahead and ask your question.
Yes, please.
Yeah, go ahead and ask your question.
I had a question about my mother. I'm a U.S. citizen, and my mother has a visitor visa expiring soon. She's trying to visit the U.S. On November, but her visitor visa expires on February, and she just left the country 3 months back. So she's coming back in 4 months. Will there be a problem during her re-entry?
It just depends on the officer. First of all, as a visitor, we tell people to stay out as long as you were in the country. So if you were here in the past for about 6 months, and stay out 6 months prior to entry. That's one aspect of the response. And the second part is that when she comes in, it is possible, and they are allowing her entry, but they may just stamp her up until February. And it's also possible that they give her 180 days from the time of entry past her expiration. So it's a risk that she will have at the port of entry, no guarantee. Another thing that I can tell you, if they have a sense that she's coming here and she's going to apply for an adjustment of status, they may mark her entry to deny that adjustment here to her. And that's a warning that we've been giving everybody. And she's going to apply for
sorry to interrupt, Pallavi, can I please request you to turn off your radio? Because we get a feedback.
That's a warning that we've been giving everybody.
Sir, you have to turn off your radio so that you can listen to the answer clearly, and so can we. All right, go ahead, Pallavi.
Yeah, sorry. So at this point, that remains a little bit of a caution when she enters the country. She should not apply for an adjustment of status. The government has indicated 90 days as the time. So we're talking about three issues here. Number one, if she stepped out of the country and she's been gone only 3 months, can she re-enter the country on the visitor visa again? The general counsel on that is no. She should wait for 6 months. The second part is how long will her entry be given for when she enters. And the third part is if there is any desire to file an adjustment, that is a strong word of caution. But the government is watching out for that.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Appreciate your help.
Thank you so much for your call. And Pallavi, we are running out of time and do want all our listeners to know Pallavi does this particular legal show, the business, Your Business Matters with Pallavi Ahluwalia on Wednesdays between 10:30 to 11. Today is an exception because she could not come yesterday and she wanted to make up the lost time for all of you guys here. So once again, thank you very much, Pallavi, for coming on air and doing it for the community here.
Thank you so much for allowing me to interrupt your fun show and go with me. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I look forward to being back next Wednesday.